Welcome to Halacha for Children. Before we begin learning today's halachas, I'd like to start with the following introduction. The Alter Rebbe wrote a Shulchan Aruch called the Shulchan Aruch Harav, and the Alter Rebbe also wrote a Siddur. Now there are a few times when the Alter Rebbe wrote a certain halacha in a Shulchan Aruch, and then he wrote a different halacha inside of his Siddur. Now, whenever we have a disagreement between the two, we follow that which is written inside of the Siddur. And today we're going to have one of these arguments between the Shulchan Aruch and the Siddur. So starting with halacha number 1, although we learned previously that a person should not make an unnecessary interruption between placing their hand tefillin and their head tefillin, says the Shulchan Aruch that if a person is putting on their hand tefillin, and before they're able to put on their head tefillin, they hear Kaddish or Baruch Hu or Kedusha, so it says in the Shulchan Aruch that they should pause, they should wait silently and listen to that which the Chazan is saying, and have in mind that they also want to get the mitzvah through that which the Chazan says. However, in this Siddur, the Alter Rebbe says that it's not enough for a person to just stop and listen. Rather, a person is supposed to answer to that which the Chazan says, whether it's Kaddish, Baruch Hu, or Kedusha. And after finishing to answer to that which the Chazan says, they should put on their head tefillin and make a second bracha. And as we said in the introduction, this is the ruling that we follow, that we are supposed to answer to that which the Chazan says and make a second bracha. Halacha number 2, let's say a person has a reason to make an interruption. For example, let's say they're putting on their hand tefillin, and then before they put on their head tefillin, they realize that they need to tighten their knot. So it says in Shulchan Aruch that they are then allowed to make an interruption. They should try to motion to their friend, whether with their eyes or with their fingers, that they need help adjusting the knot. And if that's not enough, then they're even allowed to speak and ask their friend to adjust the tefillin, and that's not considered an interruption, and they won't have to make an additional bracha when they then put on their head tefillin.